We're live.
Hello, good morning, everybody. This is Samantha Glass here with you on the Landed for Success platform. And I've been waiting forever to do this interview with Erika Aguilar. This is amazing. Good morning, Erika. How are you today?
Oh, I'm doing fantastic, Samantha. Thank you so much for the chance to be here with you, which
Yay!
I love.
Awesome, awesome. So, just for those that don't know you, they see you around everywhere. Like you're all over with the amazing things that you do. You are a volunteer with Landed for Success, but you are so much more than that. So, first of all, number one, I appreciate all the things you do in the background. Often people in the background, they don't get acknowledged for the things that they do to grow an organization like Landed for Success. And you've been doing that pretty much over the last year, and have brought Landed for Success to where it is today. So thank you for that, first of all.
Oh, Samantha, thanks.
Yeah, and then all these amazing businesses that you do. You're a successful businesswoman. You have two twin boys. You have your husband. You have it's just such an amazing energy, and positivity to life and helping others. So I want to say thank you, and I want to learn more about you so everyone else can figure out who is Erika Aguilar and what can we do to support her.
Oh my God, thank you so much, Samantha. Like now that you said it that way, the long list of all the things that
There's
I'm
more. I
involved
know.
with.
I didn't say them all, did I?
I just wondered, who is that person? How does she do it?
Oh,
But
yeah.
I appreciate, and I have to be extremely thankful and grateful for Landed for Success because that's what it brought us together. I
Yeah.
get to know you, I get to know so many amazing individuals, entrepreneurs, and to build relationships, to be in a space that we collaborate and all of that. For sure, it has a lot to do, and it's the big part of success in a way when you are in business. So I will say I do have good friends who are not in business. They are employed, and which is fantastic. They're very happy. And I noticed that the way that we relate to others when we are running business, it's in a different level, it's in a different scale. And it just naturally, you will have that caring for others in a different way. That's what I think. And I do business with people who feel the same way. I would just happen to you know what, like who you feel like comfortable with people around you, then you are going to do more, you want to know more about them too, right? So that's that I will say that's the base of this of success, is to know that you will care for people, and you're sincere when you're collaborating, you're sincere. And it's a wonderful space. I will say, everyone, if you are not a member, definitely become a member. If you have not attended our speak networking event, you need to attend those networking events. They're so much fun, and you get to know so many people. And just reach out to the ones that they are there around, who are in the members list, and also whoever participates with Landed for Success. So yes, I wouldn't say that I didn't have time, but I found time to collaborate and volunteer with Landed for Success. It's all about prioritizing. It's all about where you want to put your energy and how do you want to do your business. So yes, that's one of the things that I've been doing in the past year, and very happy. I learned a lot. I learned a lot in terms of being social media a little bit more active in a different way. I also learn from other entrepreneurs who have more experience. And as well as I learned that people can follow me and they will learn from me as well. And that is a big thing, to know that what we're doing, it makes an impact on other people's lives. So that's what I like.
That's amazing. That's absolutely amazing. Thank you for sharing that. So you're very humble. That's what I'm going to say. You're very, very humble. And I want to know more about you and what you're doing specifically with your businesses and what businesses you have, because you're just such a giving personality. You always want to see people rise, and that's amazing. But let's help you. Let's turn this around. How can we support you? What are you up to these days?
Okay, so I will tell you, I involved with um, finance business, skincare business, and many things in between. Now, I will say the best way as a consultant to reach out to me as a consultant in different ways, in different aspects. One thing that I really put a lot of emphasis, and I put a lot of my energy is on developing other people's businesses. So if anybody who will start up any business and they have, not that we don't have any idea, but if they know where to start in the right place in terms of social media marketing, like let's say, that is one part that with Complex Youth Services, we're helping a small business owner, small to medium-sized business owners. And especially in the past year, we have learned there are so many things that we have already been doing, let's say working from home and having a platform that we have been using for a while, because my husband and I with this company, we work from home. And so this is what we're sharing with others, how we did it, how it works for us, how it could work for you as well. So that will be through different courses that we're doing, or as well in the consulting part, like we can walk you through to your success as well. Now that, like I said, at the same time, with the company that I have independently with cosmetics skincare, I have the chance as well to travel to different places and to be engaged developing also small businesses from the startup as well. So that's why I will say in general, the consulting part, it will be the best. We do offer a 30-minute free consultation to get to know you a little bit more, to get to know where your businesses are, where, if you have how many years experience is something that you're considering for the future. And from there, we'll take it and we'll tell you which is the best way. Now, being in the background with finance for many years, between my husband and I, we have about over 30 years in experience. So we, and most of the time as well, we have been doing consulting for the same businesses that we have done audit. So yeah, so that's why in this new world that I call it, which is the virtual world, which is like taking everything to social media platforms and automation and things like that, that's where we come and we will sit with the clients, and we pretty much do everything that it's private and one-on-one, because we do believe that that special touch, that special connection is still important. People really didn't just want to know, okay, give me the 10 modules and I'll go through that and I learn something. No, it's like, we're going to walk you through, and this is a personalized space that we will create for them. So I will say, I know that Samantha have shared there, or I will go and also put the phone numbers or links so that you can, again, you can book 30 minutes free consultation, as everything is done virtually. And until we can travel again, that's what I would say. And again, we do have experience with business in North America and Canada and South America. And since we speak 3 languages, we are also open to all over Canada, French Canada as well. Yes.
That's amazing. You know, so skincare, because a lot of people do skincare, right? A lot of people do it. And you work with Mary Kay, and you've been doing this for how long?
Right. About 6 years, a little bit more perhaps.
What do you love most about it? Like, you mentioned some of the things, but like I'm sure you get objections. Oh, Mary Kay, oh, this company, that company. I'm sure you hear it. So can you talk about, first of all, how you deal with objections? And then second of all, what do you love most about what you do with Mary Kay?
Yes, so I will tell you something. In the world of skincare, we know everyone who has a skin, they need to take care of it. That's pretty simple. That is plain. There is no. Now, and I will say, and I met a lot of people who will not take the time, the 2 minutes or the 3 minutes that it takes. We educate. This is what it looks like when you take care of your skin. This is what it will be great for you. That's what I do. I educate people. And again, it's through free consultations, it's through try the products. And the thing that I will tell you between one and another company, for me, it's like being in a group, a networking group where we have so many skincare companies. And let's say we have a group of 100 people and 10 of us were in skincare. Okay. Now, you will say that normally the other 90 people at least will consume one of our products. But they're still not there yet. So there is not, I wouldn't say that there's a thing as a competition or anything like that. So when it comes to objections, we will all have the same in terms of people will always either want to know more. They are not ready for it. They don't have all the information in regards of the price, what it costs. So that's what it comes, the education part. And this is where we just openly will offer, again, free consultations. When I was doing home visits, I will offer the products so people can try it. But now it's a lot of explanation is done through on the websites. So I think it comes. I wouldn't say that that has been a big worry for me since the beginning, because I just bought in the idea that everybody who has a skin, they need to take care of it, and that's all. So to me, I think it's that was the beginning of my how I started the business. I didn't know anybody when I moved from Quebec to Ontario. I didn't know anybody, so I just knew people had a skin, so they would take care. I just went with that. It was, and you know what, Samantha, I was in that time, I was in finance. I was working for an insurance company, and I was growing up in the company. So it was a huge shift in my career and decision as a family decision that we have. And what I do like about, let's say, that company, the flexibility that I have, because that's when I learned and I experienced the real flexibility. Because even though the company where I was working at, they will give me, okay, you can come at 5 in the morning and leave early in the afternoon at 1 o'clock, which is not every company will give you that type of flexibility. Or you can come at 10 o'clock and then leave a little bit later. So we could play around with my husband, with Pierre, who goes to work earlier and who goes to work late, so that we can pick up the kids from. So that looked like it, but it was not really until that's when I decided I want to be a business owner. And yeah, I think I don't know, Samantha, I don't buy into people objections and things like that. I think that's what it is.
So I feel that too. Like, I feel some people really take it personally, and then I feel that others are just like, oh, okay, you don't like it, okay, that's fine. There's others that will, kind of thing. So I don't know. I was just curious, because I know that it's not like, it's not an easy business to be in. I have a friend, my best friend's actually in skincare, and she talks about it. You know, you have to really be passionate, and I feel that from you, that you are absolutely passionate about every single thing that you're doing, and especially this. Is it my understanding that you've won a big award for this service that you provide? And is that true? I heard a rumor. Somebody was telling me there was a bird on my shoulder that whispered, "Hey, don't forget about the award." Is that true?
Well, I will tell you something. We do our work and we are rewarded for it. So yes, I have been in the court of sales a couple of times, going for the third time. And that's, you get a diamond ring. And I'm not wearing it right now. I will show you the diamond ring. And I know that it's always, oh, let me see the diamond. So, but you know what? Those things become like a normal, you get a costume and things like that. Then once as well, I was like the top 5 in the company in a certain level, which it was a surprise, because again, you do your work, because I have my own goals independently of what the company is offering. And I know what I want to achieve with this, with the time that they dedicate to that business, right? So, and yes, for sure, I will tell you that when they launch what the models of the diamonds are going to be, what the style, oh, I want that diamond. Anybody will want that. So those are perks that the company will give to their consultants, to the sales force, for doing the work that we're already doing and already earning the money that we're earning. And yes, I will tell you, that is very exciting, that to receive the award, to know that you're nominated, to work for it. And again, it's part of the sales, it's part of the everyday contacting people. And perhaps you hear from, when you were talking about that you have your best friend who is in skincare, and that is one thing. I just turned 45, so most of my friends, they are my age, between 40 50 years old. And the thing is that I've been in skincare for 6 years, and I will tell you, I see the difference in my skin. The products are amazing. All the products, they are there. I mean, skincare companies, they don't just play around with anything. I mean, they really develop fantastic, amazing products. If you're not using skincare, you need to use it, because it's a lot of science behind and research and all that, right? And we keep taking pictures with my friends, and they are great friends of mine, but they don't use their products as Well, I wouldn't say anxiety.
Sorry to
That's
Erica.
naughty. That's bad. But I'm telling them, hey, listen, you know what? I'm very serious about this.
Yeah.
And you have access to it. You just choose not to use it.
You know,
So, and when you said about being passionate, yes, it is something that you will embrace personally. And if I'm going to put my money somewhere else, might as well make money at the same time with it, right? Because
right,
that's
right.
good.
Right, exactly. Exactly. Yeah, my friend tells me all the time. She's like, Samantha, what are you doing? Like,
You know what?
hey, it's okay. I get it. I understand. But it's true. I mean, if you take care of your body and you take, just like we work out, right? If you're working out, you have to also think about other aspects of your body and skin,
Yes.
your teeth, your hair, everything else needs its own special pampering. And we forget
Oh my,
that.
I'm telling you, and you know what? At the gym, we do these weight loss challenges and things like that. And so when the summer comes, you will see people jiggling, which because less they lost. I'm not gonna be jiggling because I have my anti-jiggling cream, and I just put it all over my.
That's awesome. I need some anti-jiggling cream. That's amazing. I love that.
So
Oh my.
it's just things like that. Things like that. I think being in that environment, it's completely different than the other businesses that we have, right? So
Yeah.
for me, I just love it. I just love it. And I'm not gonna say it's just all fun because it is work. It is, you put the time, you treat it as a business. Whatever you are into, treat it as a business. And
Yeah.
I think that's the basic of how your success will show when
But you're
you really
passionate. You
respect.
have so much passion and you love it, right? This is what I don't see with like many people like, oh, I'm in business because I have to do it, blah, blah, blah. But you love this, like,
Yeah.
and that is very rare. So, what I'm taking from this so far, everybody that's watching, thank you for watching, by the way, is that do what you love. Do what you love. It's not a job when you do what you love, and it shouldn't be a job when it's your business. But do what you love, and then you just excel. Like you just like, look, you won a diamond
Yes.
ring. Oh my, like, right? So that's amazing. That's amazing. So let's go back here. Let's talk about what else you do. So you talked about CU services. Did I say this right?
Yeah,
Complete
complete service.
services. And that's a business that you have with your husband, Pierre. And that is really marketing and helping businesses grow. Now, can you talk about who is the target client for that? Is it like a startup, or are we talking about someone that's been in business for a certain amount of years, or what does that look like?
Well, so I will tell you that first, so that people will understand a little bit. Complete CU services being around for quite a while, and what we have done, and we're still doing it, it's auditing for financial institutions, which in Ontario will be mostly credit unions or the small banks. So we have been doing audit for that. Now, since March last year, we reevaluate how are we going to continue serving the clients that we already have, which are our credit unions, and as well their own clients. And this is when we came out with this program, which it is helping business, because we have been examining processes and businesses and the credit unions and also small banks. So from there, we decided, and we have been helping small businesses, medium-sized businesses, any type of even self-employed people, that how do they going to market what they offer to the world in the new era that we are in, social media or anything that is digital, in the digital world. And we actually, when we went to, because with as internal audit, you need to do certain accreditations, and then we have trips and stuff like that that we go every year. And it was in 2018, so it's been 2 years before the pandemic, that we start entering into the world of artificial intelligence, how that will impact the future. Now, it was predicted for 2024, 2020, between 2022, 2024, that most people will be integrate that into their business. However, with 2020 happening the way it did, everybody have to just jump in the water. And if you didn't know how to swim, you will learn, or unfortunately, you will drown. And that's the reality. And this is what we come to, I wouldn't say rescue, but this is what we come come to give that hope also to business and just explain in a way that they will understand, because we know where they are. We know what a business who somebody who gives a bunch of papers to their accountant and figure it out, do my accounting. We know what that looks like. So if you have papers all over and then you think, how am I going to try put all of this into a virtual world? This is what we explain to you. What is necessary that you will bring into the virtual world, what is not necessary, what is that you can keep with, for yourself, and what is the time that in really is necessary to spend or the energy, and as well, who are the right people to hire to do what for your business so that way you succeed. Because what we're looking at right now is that people are going over budget, hiring different professionals because they don't know who to really hire.
Yes.
So this is the part of consulting and just having the good structure, because we understand the business from different aspects. We understand it from before, what we have been doing different consulting. We understand it from the financial aspect, because that's what we have been looking into when we will come to the credit unions and to the small banks. So it's a little bit it's very complex, and sometimes even for ourselves, until we meet with the client, they don't know what is that we offer until they really get that service. So we tell them, you know what, 30 minutes free consultation, you tell us where you are, and we tell you, and we ask you where you want to be, and then we tell you how to get there. That's pretty much what we do.
That's amazing.
any
Yeah.
any type of business, again, any, doesn't matter what industry you are in,
Is
because
it
the
regional?
reality, I'm sorry.
Is it regional? Like, do you work only with Canada or you work worldwide?
Worldwide, and I will tell you that we do understand there are different regulations, we do understand there are different ways of doing business around the world, but the main concept, the base is the same wherever we are. And this is why it is important to know that there is some people who now their opportunity to do business internationally has been open, and they were not even aware of that, because they were accustomed to the local. But
Yeah.
in reality, it's like, hey, you know that you can expand. There is nothing that stop you from doing business around across the ocean. There is nothing that is going to, and this is the opportunity. Perhaps you didn't see it in the past, but now is the time. And so I think with, again, with the type of services like that, we do take very we take care of making sure that we will deliver the right, not only information but also the steps needed. And again, we have the consulting service that we offer. We have also auditing. We're still doing auditing. We're doing really revising any type of business plans that people have, if they are trying to reinvent what they are doing or adding something to it. So when we will do the study of that. And yeah, so for sure, the phone numbers are there and you can contact us to analyze that.
So that's great that you talk about this. So Pierre had done a 5-part series back in starting in September, where he did multiple business success profitability training. It's actually here live on was live on Landed for Success, and there you guys can check out the replays. I'll actually go back and watch party them for people to watch them, so you can see what Erika and Pierre do here to help businesses. There's some great information in there. I was watching them. It's just like it's so many amazing nuggets from financing and bookkeeping to business structures to marketing to your market and tone to the top and much more. And I have to say, like, I watched it and it gave me a very clear picture of exactly what you guys do. You guys do a lot. Like, it's just not one thing. So it's amazing. It's absolutely amazing what you do to help people succeed. And I know you also do even more. So I'm going to jump just a second to one other thing you do. And I know there's probably more, but I'm going to go to this. So you're part of an amazing collaboration. And I know we're going to be doing an interview with 3 lovely ladies called Matrix Vector. Matrix Vector.
Right.
What is Matrix Vector?
So Matrix Vector, I would tell you, we are, like you say, 3 ladies. Not only that we are great friends, but again, we came together and closer because of the spaces that we collaborate together. One of them is Landing for Success. Now, the one thing, we are entrepreneurs, the three of us, but the one thing that we do have in common, it's a business with essential services. And that is another thing. Just like when I talk about everybody has a skin, they need to take care of it. For us, essential services, like there is absolutely nothing right now. The people, everybody, anywhere in the world, wherever you go, they're using essential services, internet to connect around the world, cell phones, electricity. There are so many things. And I will tell you one thing, I'm originally from Peru, and this company happened to expand into Peru, my country. So for me, it was very exciting to go and present this opportunity and just teaching people how to they can make money, and like just by doing what they are already doing, using their services that they are already using. And I will tell you that was right before the pandemic, but still the pandemic happens, things have been, wow, I cannot even imagine like being there in Peru. Unfortunately, things have not been good with the pandemic in terms of health and things like that. But the idea is there, the idea of knowing that the business is international and you can just go in any of the countries where the market is open. And again, they do essential services, they do deal with cell phones. Imagine like wherever you go. And I will tell you, when I went back in 2017 with my other business to Peru, I had the chance to work with people. It's not just that I will go and visit my family, working, talking to the strangers on the street, which not everybody does that because you're not supposed to trust many people, but I do it. And that's one thing that I learned. I learned in a way relate to the culture. It's my own culture, but relate how people do business there. So yes, when I will see people walking around with two different cell phones because the company where they work, they give them a cell phone and then they have another cell phone for their family, because it's not as expensive, trust me, as it is in Canada. They have different devices, they have different plans, whatever. So when this company goes there with a cell phone, I'm like, are you kidding me? Everybody has a cell phone. Sometimes they even have two.
It's true. Yeah.
Right, so I'm like, no, this is amazing. This is certainly, there is no way that, no losing there. So, and then you come back and you're talking about North America, electricity, what? That's one. Internet, everyone's using internet. Wow, my kids are at home learning through internet from school, right? So yeah, so this is what we do with Matrix Vector, and that's one of the things that the business that we are happen to be all together. And we have been given the opportunity as well to collaborate with other entrepreneurs and to do different events with them, which is very exciting. And I can't wait, looking forward to come here with Tammy Williams and Kelly Chiasson and myself.
They will be here actually next week, the three lovely ladies, to discuss more about what Matrix Vector is. And I have a burning question. I'm going to wait till next week though, because I have a really burning question that, we all do these businesses. And I mentioned it to you. I'm not going to ask the question for Matrix, but I'm going to say in general, there are so many ways to network with businesses like the businesses that you do. And just because someone may not be able to use a service that you have does not mean that they shouldn't network with you. And that's what I'm finding out is, hey, you're talking to how many people a day? You really are like a diamond in the rough. When you think about businesses like Mary Kay or Matrix Vector, or even the business that you and your husband Pierre are doing, you meet people of all different different businesses, cultures, and everything. And it's just, you never know how you can help each other. So yes. I encourage everybody watching, encourage you guys, if you don't know Erika, which I hope you do, because she's at all the networking events, but if you don't know her, reach out and say hello and get to know how you guys can collaborate or refer to each other or build relationships. That's what's key here, right? In networking. Tell me what inspires you, like something outside of business. What inspires you the most to do what you do?
I will tell you, I have actually done, because that's the thing, when you are in business, you work also in personal development and you will be invited to different events, which is fantastic. And I do embrace all of those. So it was actually in December, no, not too long ago, in 2020, December. I always have my idea why I wanted to do this. I always have my goals and all that. But what it really inspired me, what it really like motivate me and continue doing, it's people who are doing something, a difference in their life and others. Just like I was telling you before we start, it excites me to know that you are doing all of these things, because in the future it's going to make a difference for your children, your family, and the people that they work around you. And just knowing, and that's what inspired me. And sometimes the fact that there is people who have not been given the chance to inspire others, this is what I come in, and I will give them the chance. You know what? Because you have so much greatness inside of you, you just needed to let it explode.
Yeah.
Because it's, to me, the ripple effect of that, it's amazing. And that's what inspired me, just to see others succeed and knowing that just going for it. So for me, that's very that's why I wake up every morning, to keep doing what I'm doing. And that's why I just find that it's very, very exciting to do it, just to know that my family, my children are having the life that they're having because of the chances that I took, the time when I took it. That's my own life inspires me, because when I look back, that, and you know what, everybody should feel that way. And that's what I just I want to be the person who will give it the chance that, you know what, you can also feel that way. You can feel the way that you change your life, that you change all those people's life. And because that feeling, I find that is very fulfilling, that it's to me, that's the top.
I
That's
love
what.
it. Inspiring people, inspiring others,
Mm.
and living a life that is truly happy. It's happy. And
Uh,
again, it's not,
fulfill it's
fulfilled.
fulfill, it's a, I don't know. I just like, I cannot even, I don't see myself. I've never been a person who talks about retirement. I've never been a person who talks about settling and this is the last house and this is the last time that I'm moving into a house or things like that. This is my, I think every place that I live in, it was my dream house. Because for them in that time back then, that would be, I mean, you know what it is, right? Like for me, growing up in a house with my grandparents, my uncles and my aunts, my cousins, and everywhere, like my grandma wake up at 5 in the morning, waking everybody up one at a time because we have only one washroom to everybody. You
Oh,
go one after another one. And you know what? When you grow up in places, then to me, a dream house was a house with two washrooms.
yeah, I can see that. You
You
embrace
know,
the things that people don't, they take for granted. I
that's it.
understand.
And
Yeah,
I'm sure that my children don't have that type of dream.
yeah, yeah.
Because they have each their own washroom. But if, you know
Oh,
what I mean? It's just that, but I never stop. And I just knew that I don't think it's just physical, that is more because what I have liked the most, if the people around me who actually will say, you know what, it is possible. Yeah. And this is what I do. I would tell people, doesn't matter how big your dream you think it is possible. Yes, you can do it. Trust me, that if you imagine it, you can definitely go for it and do it.
I love
That's the thing that for sure.
I love that.
If
Nothing's
I can,
impossible.
if I one day I was able to have a house with two washrooms, you can have whatever you want.
Oh, look, it's you. There's people that it's true. Some people just don't know until they've experienced, until they've been at even a rock bottom. They don't realize. So what you're saying, I mean, many people can relate, and those that can't relate, they need to look. They need to look,
Yeah.
open their eyes. That gosh, we're going through a pandemic. A lot of people don't have any work. They've lost their jobs. Some people are like, I'm seeing people being evicted onto the street. And right now in a
Yeah.
snowstorm, they're living on the street. And and some people are just looking at like, okay, you can't think like that. You don't know when you're gonna blink your eye and you're that person. So
Yeah.
it's interesting. You really do see, and I want others to see too, that really it comes down to understand, be grateful for what you have in front of you. Look at the little things, and I don't want to take
Oh,
up the
yeah.
show talking about personal development because I can do that for another hour. But I'm with you 100%. Not an easy lesson to learn, but you weren't in a lot. You didn't have a choice. That's your upbringing. Some
Yeah.
people have a choice and they just choose not to take that road. They don't want to make the choice. So
Absolutely, absolutely. And I will tell you something, that's the type of things that I have to learn, because for me, just knowing that what are the chances, what are the all the choices that my children they have, and how are they going to learn to care for others? How are they going to learn to go for their dreams when things are different for them, right? That the way they were for me. But in reality, it's all about looking at the outside, being grateful for where you are, and just if you don't, and sometimes I say it, if you don't have the desire to dream for yourself, dream for others.
yes,
Dream for others and just be that person who will make their dreams come true.
I
Because
love
that will, just there you will know that yes, there is a lot more than just feeling you have arrived where you wanted to be. And also in business, if I can tell anybody, just be open to listen to people, listen to what they say, and be attentive, because when you are networking, when you're in business, you never know when you're missing a big opportunity sometimes.
yes.
And I will tell you, I talked about this a couple of weeks ago or last week. I had a meeting with someone, and I was listening to what she had to offer, which it was great. And at the end, she asked me a question in regards to if what she had to offer was better than what I already have. No,
Mm,
she was telling me, now you can see that this what I have is better than what you have. And I said, I don't see that what you have is better than what I do right now, but it's the same. And how about if I support your business, will that help you?
mm.
And she just went on and kept telling me, well, you didn't understand. What I have is really better. I said, okay, well, that's your point of view. So unfortunately, she didn't close the deal because wasn't listening. That's the way I see it.
It sounds
I'm
like
like,
sharking. It sounds like shark, like okay, so you don't want to do what I want to do, but you'll still support me, but you won't do what I want to do, so it's not good enough. So okay, whatever, I'm just gonna walk away. Like
that's
that's
what
a
I
missed
felt.
opportunity. Missed
And
opportunity. Oh my gosh.
so I find that in business sometimes, and I'm not gonna say I never done it. Perhaps it's just you get to the excitement and just thinking too much, overthinking other things that, or deciding for the other person, that
Right.
you forget the basic of just listening. That's
Right.
like more bottom line. Just listen what they exactly want, because you might miss the chance to give it to them.
Right. And
Right.
you might not know that they're simply just asking for help. Okay, I don't want you to buy anything, but hey, if you know anybody, can you keep
Yes.
your ear to the ground? Yeah, we can simply do little things to help each other. And that's why I say, and I challenged everybody to reach out to you is, you do many things, but there's always a way to find a way to help each other. If it's just simply, hey, if you know anybody that needs some mascara that doesn't fall off, Tammy says that when she cries, it doesn't come off. If you need somebody, I know the person. Like simple things like that, like just recommending them, tagging
Mm.
them, telling people about them. That little thing, you might think it's so little, it's huge to the person that you're assisting. Like it's really, really a big thing. So I hear what you're saying. You need to be active listening, not just talking and not,
Not
yeah,
just
yeah,
formulating
yeah.
the answer. What am I going to reply with? No.
Uh-huh. What did you say? Oh, yeah. Right. So yes, I'm with Erika because I find that too. That people just they don't listen. And if they would have listened, they would have seen that what you were trying to tell them was much greater than what you thought.
That's right.
Oh my goodness. Amazing, amazing tip. So listen, I know that Mr. Gordon, so hi Gordon, would ask you these
No
questions.
problem.
There's two questions that he always asks on an interview. I don't know if you know what they are. Considering you also do the interviews, guys. If anybody wants to be interviewed, Erika is great at interviewing. Erika's like, don't say anything. So he's gonna ask you from Gordon, number one, what's your favorite color?
Red.
Red. Why do you like red?
It's alive. I always, always love it. I always have something red, and red has a negative meaning, I guess, in my culture.
Oh,
We cannot wear red when you go to church, or if you wear red, you just want people to look at you and things like, oh my God, yes. We can do a whole segment of
We should do that. We should talk about, yes, we should. But you wear red. Usually you're wearing this red,
I
right?
love the red lipstick. I love red tops and
Oh,
everything. And
we
I
should
always
come
have
back.
something red. And I will tell you something. This is so bad. My grandma will remember that I love red. And then she's like, oh, you don't wear your red anymore. You only wear black. I said, I'm always wearing something red. You want to see it? And she's like, stop it. Because she...
Oh my. Oh, okay.
I love red.
That's awesome. So red, I think red's awesome, but yes, I'd love to talk about that more with you. And then his second question is going to be, what's your favorite ice cream?
You know what? I will say, well, ice cream. I'm not a big person on ice cream.
No.
But what I like is those deep chocolate dip ice, soft ice cream.
The
soft
ice cream man?
And then the deep, I love the chocolate.
I wish the ice cream man would come now, but I don't think he's coming anytime soon. No.
So that would be, I have a favorite ice cream place around here, which it's pretty new in our area. And yeah, they serve that ice cream. So we have.
So it's like vanilla inside, and then the chocolate.
Yeah,
it's like hard.
Those chocolate dips, they hard, and then they have different flavors, right? So they have like 20 different flavors, and they're just
so good, so good. Okay, so before we sign off today, thank you for sharing that. Before we sign off today, do you have any final inspiring thoughts or tips for those that have watched our interview today?
Well, first, thank you so much for staying with us. Thank you, Samantha, for being here. Thank you for the space on Landing for Success and everyone. And if I will tell you, networking, it's take advantage of everything that is presented in front of you in terms of networking. And the next event is coming up. That's the one thing that I will say. Don't think about it twice, just register, attend. I mean, we don't have to go anywhere these days, right? To network. It's just brought to us to our living room, our desk, or whatever, wherever you are. It's virtual. So that's what I would say. Don't miss the opportunity on going international. Don't miss that chance. And now, I love traveling, but as much as I love traveling, we have also considering, the business part of that. And to see now that people can do so many things from where they are internationally, don't miss that chance, because it's now.
That's it. It's now. That's great. Don't miss the opportunity. I love that. So again, I'm here with Erika Aguilar. She wears many hats. She's not just a mom and a business lady and a volunteer. And like, my God, I could sit here for an hour just edifying you, honestly. You are so inspiring. You bring so much energy to the table. And so you make many people happy. Because I know when I talk to people that I network with, they're like, yeah, we know Erika. I'm like, oh my gosh, everyone knows Erika. So if you don't know Erika, you need to know Erika. She is a person to know. Get to know her. You can feel the energy through the screen. Like, you guys raise your virtual hand. But yeah, Erika Aguilar is here with me. She does Mary Kay. She also does complete, I'm going to say this wrong, I apologize. Is it complete CU services? Oh,
that's perfect. Yes, that was
CU
right.
services, Mary Kay, Matrix Vector, and a bunch of other amazing things to help you grow yourself and your business. So check her out. She's going to circle back into the comment section and say hello to everybody and post some of her links so you can check her out further. Erika, thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Bye, Landing for Success. We appreciate you.